big second half to make a game out of it.
Well, yun nga yung sinasabi ni Coach Randy dito sa kanyang team, no, na yung game nila last game, yun yung mga pangyayari na ayaw na nilang mauulit eh. Ayaw na nilang bigyan pa ng chance yung kalaban nila na makahabol, especially kapag nakuha na nila yung control una pa lang.
Okay. Ang Arellano naman masusubukan dito sa ating third quarter. We'll see if they can still come back. Second half is now underway. Thank you for tuning in. This is NCAA Season 101. And Mapua throwing the ball away. Arellano will start with a basket from Basti Valencia.
And that's what you should do if you're T-Mac Ongotan. You have to attack that basket. Kapag wala, atakin mo, madadrag mo yung defenders eh. Nakaka-attract siya ng 2 to 3 guys. So, ma-open up yung driving lane and yung scoring opportunities para sa teammates niya.
Yeah, it's gonna be up to T-Mac Ongotan to make things happen for the Chiefs. JC Recto. Mentis mula sa kanto, but that's good execution from Mapua. So, Sai Cuenco gets a start in the second half for Coach Randy Alcantara. Para naman dito sa Arellano, it's the same 5 that started the game. And that will begin as well here in the second half. Valencia, Basti Valencia. Oh, ganda nung pihit ng Basti Valencia.
I was about to say na wala nang pupuntahan si Basti in that play, pero yung drop step niya pabalik, yun pa yung na-open up.
That's a good move. 2 quick baskets from Arellano's team captain Basti Valencia. Cuenco unloads. No, rebound by Demetria. And we go the other way. Now let's pass it quickly to our courtside reporter who came from the huddles. Nandito si Christine San Agustin.
Hindi pwedeng isa lang ang gumagalaw. Lahat sila ay nakabantay na kay T-Mac, and so others should do their jobs too. Yan ang paalala ni Coach Chico Manabat sa Arellano Chiefs during the halftime huddle, as he mentioned na nawawala pa ang pusong palaban na nakita niya during their last games. With this, Coach was also quick to remind the team na hindi dapat sila magpapa-intimidate dahil alam naman nilang may tulin at may laban sila against Mapua. It's just a matter of believing in themselves and in each other. Huwag po kayong aalis, magbabalik kami.
Nagising na sa ating laban ang kapitan ng Arellano Chiefs, Basti Valencia, with 6 straight points for Arellano. And what a way for them to start the second half.
Well, you also have to give credit kay T-Mac Ongotan na talagang nagdadrag ng buong atensyon ng Mapua eh. They're really deploying mix-up defense on T-Mac Ongotan. Kaya nagkakaroon ng openings itong si Basti Valencia, which is a capable scorer as well for Arellano.
That's right. At sinabi ni Christine din sa kanyang report that Arellano believes that they have the tools, they have the speed, and the talent to beat the Mapua Cardinals. So that belief is being led right now and being inspired by their team captain, Basti Valencia, who has scored all of his 6 points in the first 2 minutes of the third. Wala na naman para kay Sai Cuenco. Ito na si T-Mac Ongotan. Demetria feeding his captain, who had possession. Good strip. Now they're helping on Valencia. Escamis. Cuenco from closer range, still off. Rebound collected by Valencia.
So for Basti Valencia, this time, I believe na yung timeout na yun ng Mapua, ang pinag-usapan lang nila doon is si Basti Valencia. So it's up to Basti Valencia right now to involve his teammates naman. Kasi magko-collapse naman sa kanya ngayon yung defense ng Mapua.
And they have other weapons on this Arellano lineup, just like Mavi Genoya, a guy who can score in double figures. Hasn't taken a shot so far, so you expect him to look for his shots here in the second half.
Well, especially when they're covering T-Mac Ongotan and Basti Valencia heavily, Mav Vinoya and Geronimo or or those guys for Arellano who can create more chances for them.
That's right. And put some pressure off Timac Ongotan. Vinoya takes care of the first. Don't look now. It's just a 1-point game. 7-0 run for the Chiefs to begin the third quarter. And we're all tied up. Perfect from the line. Mavi Vinoya. Second deadlock of the game.
And this is exactly what happened in the previous game of Mapua against San Sebastian. They had full control in the first half, and then San Sebastian made a run, tapos nakahabol. And now it's up for Mapua kung ano yung magiging answer nila. As we see that attack by Clint Escamis. So I think this is the perfect time for Clint to step up for Mapua offensively.
Clint Escamis, first shot made from the field. Demetria sticking with the play.
And yun yung sinasabi ko para dito kay Basti Valencia na marami siyang pwedeng gawin eh. Especially pag nakuha niya yung bola sa post. Pag one-on-one lang yung depensa, marami siyang opening na nakikita.
Ilalabas kay Clint. Comes up short. Here's Timac. And Arellano will run. Ongotan lost the basketball. Recto could not get a handle on it.
I thought Timac was gonna do something there, but great job for EJ sa pass-up to stop that fast break.
But how about this drive and the squeeze it by Clint, making something happen for the Cardinals. Pero si Demetria showing us why he is now their starting center. Here's the breakaway by J. Geronimo.
And that's a great Spain action for Arellano. Yung ball screen na yun, paggamit ng ball screen, may backpick from Timac Ongotan. Hindi nila pwedeng iwan si Timac Ongotan sa top of the key for that three-pointer. Kaya open na open yung drive ni J. Geronimo.
7 points now for Geronimo. Gonzalez missing badly. By the way, this is the first lead of the game for the Arellano Chiefs.
Well, I'm sorry, that was Mav Vinoya who gave that back pick on that Spain action, which is a great shooter as well for Arellano. Kaya hindi nila pwedeng iwan basta-basta. And that's a great action for Coach Chico, and it's something na pwede nilang balik-balikan from time to time.
Drex de los Reyes at the free throw line has been playing well, especially against the bigs of Arellano. But the Chiefs have turned it around here in the third quarter. A 12-2 burst for the Arellano Chiefs to overtake briefly. Now tied again by De Los Reyes.
And the Mapua Cardinals is 1 out of 9 on the three-point area. That's the reason why itong Arellano is deploying that 2-3 zone. They're really daring and letting the Mapua Cardinals to shoot those three-pointers.
Tignan natin kung magre-respond dyan ang Mapua. Hasn't exactly been their biggest weapon this year, yung three-point shooting. J. Valencia. Basti denied by De Los Reyes. And yung magandang kay Drex, he's tall, but he also has a lengthy wingspan. This is Geronimo. Valencia, no. Oh, Timac flying in, but he could not secure the rebound.
Arellano went to the Spain action once again, but that time they looked for Basti Valencia on the left wing three-pointer. Hindi nga lang pumasok.
Nakita kita, tumuturo ka sa ibang tao eh. Diba? Kasi may ibang libre. Gonzalez. Gonzalez will wait. Escamis. Escamis will create off the glass. Rolls out. Follow-up by Mitura.
And again, for Arellano, it's hard to get that rebound kapag dadaanin mo sa talon eh. Kasi yung lineup ng Mapua mahaba, very athletic. So really have to box out yung mga rebounders nila.
Valencia. Mapua is back in front. 2 players on the floor. This is gonna be a turnover. An offensive foul on Timac Ongotan, and that's number 3 on Timac. Oh, yeah.
And it was Clint Escames who sold that offensive call foul on Timac Ongotan. So there's Clint Escames for you doing it on both ends of the floor.
That's right. Gonzalez looking to lead Mapua's recovery in the third. Sapasap off the hop. Gorgeous move by EJ Sapasap.
That's just a great move coming from EJ Sapasap. He had no space at all to attack that basket. Pero nagawa niya ng paraan with that high gather. Tapos yung scoop layup.
We have to see it again. We will definitely see it again. Valencia fading away. It's good. He has 8 points all in the third quarter.
That was a tough fadeaway for Basti Valencia, but was able to make it.
Let's see this move by EJ Sapasap. This is a Donovan Mitchell hop and gather. And then squeezing that one through 2 defenders.
Again, itong si EJ Sapasap is just a great attacker for Mapua.
Too strong for Gonzalez. They get it back. Cyril, EJ, well covered this time. Could not get it from the other side. De Los Reyes. Wala pa rin. Sapasap gets it back. It's a recycled shot block for Mapua. Stolen by Valencia. Here comes Arellano. Helter Skelter. Basketball. Oh, that rejection by Netura. Javiera knocks it down.
And that's just a great recovery for Arellano. Hindi na nila nakuha yung initial na attack nila on the fast break, but what a way for Abiera to be at the right place at the right time for that jumper.
What a game. De Los Reyes. Easiest 2 for Drex today.
A miscue on the part of Demetria and Vinoya that time. You can't leave Drex De Los Reyes wide open under the basket.
Abiera. Closely guarded by Escamis. Vinoya from the top of the key. Doesn't get it. And here comes Mapua again. EJ Sapasap running downhill. Ooh, di nga rin naipasok. But again, Drex De Los Reyes with a cleanup job. He is in double figures and he reaches a new season high with 10 points. Timeout on the floor. Balik sa ating laban, and the Cardinals are slowly recovering in the third. How about this? De Los Reyes just waiting underneath. The 6'8" guy with an uncontested shot. And this time, he scores on the follow-up. Too easy for Drex, who now has 10 points and 9 rebounds.
But it was EJ Sapasap who made that run possible. First, that scoop layup that he made, and then the assist to Drex De Los Reyes down low, and that attack that made it possible for Drex De Los Reyes to get that offensive rebound and the putback.
Yeah. His previous high was 8 points. Now he is in double figures for the first time here in the NCAA. 45-41. 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Sticky defense by the Cardinals, and they force the turnover. Netura doesn't have the numbers, so he'll wait. Gonzalez. Sapasap. Basang-basa ni Abiera. Pero umapak sa labas si Renzo Abiera.
Great recovery for Renzo Abiera that time. That was a wide open pass to Drex De Los Reyes. Pero nakatapak naman siya dun sa linya.
Cuenco. Recycled clock for Mapua. 6 to shoot. Netura couldn't handle it, or that's Cuenco rather, throwing it away.
So that was a great backdoor coming from Sai Cuenco. Medyo masikip lang yung pasa that time from Gonzalez. And Arellano has to be really careful dito sa lineup ng Mapua right now kasi lahat ng action dito si switch lang nila.
Yeah.
Kasi defenders to lahat eh. Kayang-kayang mag-recover, kayang-kayang mag-contain. But that three-pointer by Renzo Aviera, Renzo Aviera made Mapua pay for deploying that kind of defense on him.
So only the second triple for Arellano, but could be big, especially for Renzo Aviera. Gonzalez, no. Hernal couldn't secure it sa pass-up. Taking it away. 10 to shoot. Cuenco against Borromeo. Netura attacks. Netura too strong. Renzo Aviera gets it quickly to Kamay. Yuan stops his dribble. Hernal. Hernal. No. Follow-up. Aviera.
And you're right, Martin. That three-pointer by Renzo Aviera woke him up.
Yeah.
Kaya nakita mo yung defensive rebound on the other side of the floor. And then pagbaba naman niya dito, offensive rebound and that put back.
You saw the energy shift for Renzo Aviera as they call a foul underneath. Ito, Aviera left with slight daylight. Pulled the trigger and knocked it down. This time showing the hustle. Hernal missed. Came out of nowhere, Renzo Aviera placing it back in.
And for Mapua, I think that was the 6th attempt on the three-point area. Itong third quarter pa lang. So they've been shooting those three-pointers and Arellano has been letting them shoot those.
Yeah.
Kasi nilalaro ng Arellano yung numbers. I think it's 1 out of 9 for Mapua in this game. So that's something Arellano could live with.
Actually, both teams at the bottom two three-point shooting teams natin percentage-wise. Arellano is at the bottom, 21.97% as a team from long distance, and Mapua 22.36%. So parehas pala sila ng game plan sa isa't isa.
And I think that's the reason why both of these teams are deploying that 2-3 zone.
Okay. So, Renzo, it will remain 1 3-pointer for Arellano because they called it a long 2 for Renzo Aviera.
Hindi talaga 3-point shooting team tong dalawang to.
Oo nga. Diba? Pati yung tres na sana, na-cancel out pa. Escamis, 5th deadlock by the way. Clint. Oh! Borromeo couldn't save it. 5 on Mapua's 24.
And that's a great deflection coming from Borromeo. Clint Escamis is a great ball handler. So mahirap yung gawin.
Masyado malakas mula kay Concepcion. We have about a 5-second difference between the shot and the game clock. So the Chiefs will look to marinate this possession. Aviera looks at the clock. Renzo stops on a dime. Difficult shot. No. Battle for the board. Quickly to Escamis, who saves it to the right guy. Netura. No. And at the end of the first 3 quarters, with higher stakes in this final game of the classification round for both teams, we go back to square one at the end of the third. Should be an exciting finish dito lang po sa NCAA Season 101. We're back to our coverage. On your screens is former Arellano chief and former Rookie of the Year and two-time Defensive Player of the Year in the NCAA, Justin Arana. And at the far side of the bench, yung nakikita niyo pong hood na yan, we believe that is Lawrence Capulong. There is a strong belief that it is Capulong.
He's a big guy, so I don't know why he's hiding. Hindi siya pwedeng magtago.
That's former. Actually, those are two former Arellano main men.
Well, imagine Martin kung nag-abot yung dalawang yan for the Arellano Chiefs.
Wala ka sana na kayo. Lalo, di ba? Yung Lawrence Capulong, ang nakakatawa doon. Pag nakatayo na siya, alam mo na siya na yun eh. Kasi laking tao, di ba? As we see the quarter scoring here, and you know, we mentioned at the start of the second half kung natuto na ba yung Mapua after that game against San Sebastian, allowing a second half comeback. We got our answer. You know, they didn't let it happen, but Arellano made the adjustments to come back in the third quarter.
Yes, I was about to say na we also have to give credit to Arellano for making the necessary adjustments coming into that second half. Kaya maganda rin yung pinakita nila.
Yeah. A steal for Recto to begin the second half. 45 all. Sai Cuenco, the feed. Clint Escames. Nitura, the push. Wala pa rin. Concepcion, wala pa rin. Sino ang makakakuha? It's still with Mapua. Look at these teams. Go for the basketball. Escames, got it!
And that's the third try for Mapua. They got 2 offensive rebounds in that possession. And again, if you're going up against a great team against like Mapua, you can't give them multiple chances to score the basketball.
Only Clint's second field goal today. It's a long 2. But again, if you guys just tuned in, we'll give you the context why these two teams are playing this hard. Abiera. Shot clock violation on Mapua. All right, we'll give the context after the report from Christine San Agustin. Christine?
Coming into the fourth quarter, Coach Randy Alcantara reiterated his main and number 1 reminder to the Mapua Cardinals heading into this game, and that is to beware of their opponent's energy. With this, Coach Randy quickly reminded the team that they need to absorb that energy and turn it into their advantage while staying as composed as possible with morale up high till the last second. All for now, Martin and Renzo.
Thank you so much, Christine. They were, or he was warning his players about this Arellano energy as Cuenco drops it in from long distance. That's a badly needed 3 for the Mapua Cardinals.
Well, it's that simple for Mapua. Katulad ng sinabi ni Cristino, yung energy lang yung hinihingi ni Coach Randy. Kasi hindi naman sila yung nag-execute ng mahaba na plays. Ang style talaga nila, they're forcing a lot of turnovers to the opposing team and they run. So kailangan nila ng mataas na energy. And for Arellano, ganun din yung case eh. So kailangan lang nalang higatan yung energy na yun para ma-secure nila tong panalo na to.
Especially here in the fourth quarter, magkakaalaman kung sino ang mas may gusto manalo dito sa ating laban. Arellano is on the move. Abiera, late drop-off. Libang, good hands by Netura. Geronimo, Abiera, no. And Mapua somehow gets to stop Arellano. Opted out of the closer shot.
A little too unselfish for Abiera that time. No? He already had the shot. Hindi na sumabay si, I think it was Cuenco or Escames, pero pinasa niya pa kay Ongotan.
Escames. Ball movement by Mapua. Recto scores inside.
And Mapua playing tic-tac-toe in that possession. That pass of Clint Escames to the roller and the drop-off of Yam Concepcion to JC Recto under the rim.
Cardinals duplicating Arellano's start, doing it in the payoff period. 7-0 run. Step back 3. T-Mac could not put out the fire. Hernal. And again, active hands for the Mapua Cardinals. Just to give you guys a bit of context on what these teams are playing for, as we see this play. Yeah, flip out. Cuenco drops in the second triple for Mapua today. And then, ball movement. JC Recto scores inside. If Arellano wins by 4 points, they secure number 2 in Group A and the twice-to-beat advantage. If Mapua wins, not only do they secure number 2, but they still have a chance to go for number 1 at the end of it all. Yun yung ating sitwasyon ngayon. Abiera, that's a difficult shot. Again, no open looks given by Mapua. All contested. Cuenco. So that's a foul on Lorenzo Abiera.
And Marta, just to follow up on your point earlier, the reason why you want to secure that number 1 spot is pag nangyari na kasi yung crossover, ang makakatapat mo sa kabilang grupo kung hindi St. Benil Blazers, Letran Knights, or either JRU or EAC.
That's
Na
right.
napakabigat na rin na makakaharap mo during the first round.
Yeah. Well, that's a situation here, and that's why if you're in Group A, you have a chance to go for number 1, you take it for better odds. 53-45, 8-0 run by the Mapua Cardinals to start off this final frame. And again, they've had no problems from the free throw line. 54-45 now. Arellano has yet to score in the 4th. T-Mac, no. He's been out of rhythm. Talking about T-Mac Ongotan.
So it's just been a tough game for T-Mac Ongotan. He only had 6 shots.
But let's see. Arellano can score in bunches because they play fast. Bounce pass, nakaabang na yung Ernjay Geronimo plus the foul.
Well, I've been mentioning it the entire game. Every time T-Mac attacks, 3, 4, or 4 guys are all looking to T-Mac Ongotan. Kaya pwede siyang maghanap ng iba. And it's up to his teammates as well na hanapan ng butas yung opensa nila.
Ernjay is now the leading scorer of the Chiefs with 9 points. It's a low-scoring affair, as you guys can see. Some playoff basketball being played by both teams as Ernjay completes the 3-point play and puts out the fire.
Well, you also have to commend yung Mapua for coming out strong itong 4th quarter natin. No? Meron silang konting breakdown during that 3rd quarter. Nag-struggle sila outside, but yung 4th quarter sinimulan nila with the 3-pointer of Sai Cuenco on the left wing.
Yeah. This is good recovery for the defending champions. Cuenco. Escames hounded. Stolen by Borromeo. Arellano is on the move once again. T-Mac, yes! Superb athleticism from T-Mac Ongotan.
But you have to give credit to Borromeo for getting that ball away from Clint Escames. Clint Escames is the former MVP of this league and a great ball handler, the main guy for Mapua, but he was able to get that ball away from him.
JC Recto attacking baseline. 5-0 counter run for the Chiefs. Look at the defense of Anthony Borromeo. The poke, he completes the steal, and this is T-Mac at his best.
What about T-Mac Ongotan? He was looking right at Sai Cuenco. He was daring him to challenge him for that shot.
T-Mac, yan ang calling card ng T-Mac Ongotan. Fast break, those transition points. Pag sinabay yun ni Cuenco, 3-point play.
Well, there was one game that I compared itong si T-Mac Ongotan to Ken Salado.
Pwede, no?
Or even Gio Halalon. Kasi ganyan na ganyan fuminish yung dalawang yun.
Look at this. Si Cuenco hindi na talaga dumikit eh. Hands off.
Well, that's a great read for Cuenco kasi mafa-foul niya lang si Timac Ongotan. Bibigyan lang ng extra free throw.
Recto goes 1 out of 2. Lead is back up to 5 for the Mapua Cardinals. But the Chiefs have been fighting back. And they're being led by Timac Ongotan. Timac, Demetria. No, that was off to the right.
That was a good shot by Demetria, but I thought itong si Renzo Abiera was wide open on the right wing. Hindi nga lang nakita ni Demetria. But that was a good shot kasi tutukan na eh. And libreng-libre.
Recto. Ongotan. Against sa pass-up. 4.5 to go. Timac pulling the trigger. No. Demetria. Offensive board. Put back is short.
Well, Timac was complaining na tinapik daw yung siko niya.
There was a lot of contact. Pero let go mula sa ating mga opisyales. 10 to shoot. Gonzalez. 5 to shoot. Corner. Sa pass-up. Too strong. Shot clock. Oh! Offensive foul on JC Recto.
So that's just good defense for Arellano, forcing EJ Sapasa to take that three-pointer, which is hindi niya strength talaga. And another offensive rebound for Mapua, actually. But great stand coming from Borromeo to get that offensive foul.
That's Anthony Borromeo making some crucial defensive plays dito sa fourth quarter. They got a score though. Talking about Arellano. Angel! No! But there's a whistle. 2 shots coming up for Geronimo.
Well, I was about to say na I was shocked na walang foul yun, but hindi lang natin narinig yung whistle dahil sa ingay ng crowd.
Ayun o. Yeah, inabot. Konting-konti, pero inabot ni sa pass-up.
Well, Geronimo is that quick.
Yeah.
EJ sa pass-up is a fast guard, pero naiwan niya pa rin ng isang step lang.
And Geronimo is playing well. Only guy in double figures for the Arellano Chiefs. Okay, to be fair, I didn't mention his percentage from the free throw line, so I just said he's playing well.
Well, Arellano has been struggling in the free throw line, so I think safe ka dun sa part na yun.
Safe. Yeah, no. Because coming in, this is averaging 5.4 points per game. Now he has 10. Both misses, but they get it back. They got to work quickly. Shot clock winding down. T-Mac will take it himself. Forced it. And EJ Sapasa comes away with it. EJ. Drop off. There's a foul first.
Well, first off, that's great defense for Mapua. Nakita natin kanina na habang tumatawag ng screen itong si Ongotan, as we see this attack by EJ Sapasap, and the last second drop off to Drex de los Reyes, yung defensive coverage nila kay Timac Ongotan. Si Drex de los Reyes yung pinili ni Ongotan na defender. Yun yung tinawag niya screen, pero maganda pa rin yung coverage ni Drex. Talagang yung blitz niya, napaikot si Ongotan, kaya hindi nagkaroon ng malinaw na driving lane.
And for Drex de los Reyes, this is a new situation for him. 3 minutes remaining, he's still on the floor, and he's taking free throws. Went too strong on the first. Again, he has put up a season high today. 10 points, 1 out of 2 from the line. Drex de los Reyes is our leading scorer. 56-50. Borromeo. T-Mac. Borromeo, they swing it. Abiera is open. Kaboom! That's a three-pointer for Renzo Abiera.
That's a great attack by Borromeo on the baseline, locating itong si Geronimo. And good recognition for Geronimo na nag-close out yung defender from Mapua. That extra pass to Renzo Abiera, making that three-pointer.
Cuenco could not answer, but he stuck with the play.
And again, the offensive rebounding of Mapua.
It was Dennis Reyes who got the basket. Drex with 13, and Borromeo stepped out of bounds. How about Drex Dennis Reyes today? Ito, yung 3 puntos muna ni Renzo Abiera. But Sai Cuenclo going the other way, attacking, missing. But Dennis Reyes credited with his basket. Cuenco against Abiera. Sa pass-up attacks. Sa pass-up almost. Rebound for Ongotan. We go deep into this one. The final 2 minutes. Somehow, Ongotan makes it work.
Wow, Timac Ongotan finishing with a lot of contact coming from Clint Escamis. Oh my God, Timac Ongotan.
T-Mac has 11 to lead Arellano. Drex backing down. De Los Reyes missing at the rim. 1 possession game, and Arellano has it. T-Mac stepped through, and he draws the foul.
What about Timac Ongotan coming alive in the clutch?
What? What? Slipped, flipped it up. Pumasok pa para sa Timac Ongotan.
What control. That's just Timac Ongotan for you. I have no words for him anymore.
So T-Mac steps into the free throw line here. Arellano as a team has been struggling, 6 out of 14. Calmly sinks the first. We already warned you about the energy and how this game will go because of what they're fighting for. And so far, this game hasn't disappointed. 2 for 2 for T-Mac.
And there's just no stopping Timac Ongotan. You can only slow him down, which Mapua did very well. He really struggled during the first half, but Timac Ongotan is alive now, and you just have to contain him.
The string of great games will continue for T-Mac Ongotan. Not quite in the 20s, 13 points today in a low-scoring affair. And they forced the stop. Here comes Arellano. Abiera for the lead. Kaboom! Renzo Abiera puts Arellano back in front. This game just got more interesting. Renzo Abiera with a big time hit.
But I also want to commend itong si Geronimo. Borromeo had a slight opening on the left wing na pwedeng-pwede sana ibigay, but he decided not to kasi si Clint Escamis was chasing just right behind Borromeo, and that was a great decision for Geronimo to give the ball to the hot hand, which is itong si Renzo Abiera.
That is Abiera's second triple of the game, and he is now up to 12 points. in the contest. 4th triple in total for the Arellano Chiefs, who are trying to secure number 2. To do it safely, they gotta beat Mapua by 4. 1:04 remaining. How will the Cardinals counter? Let's see, is this a 3? They're checking if he stepped on the line. Okay, di natin kita yung right foot.
That's a tough angle. Hindi natin masyadong kita if nakatapak ba itong si Renzo Vieira.
Tira natin to. Okay, doon din hindi rin kita. Okay. Okay. Tignan natin. Here's another look. Oh, it looked like he was behind the line. Yeah. So here's the situation right now. Okay, here's the situation, Renzo. Just confirmed by our statistician. This is from Arnel Apostol. So, because Mapua beat Arellano by 3 in the first matchup, and when Arellano duplicates that and they beat Mapua by exactly 3 points today, we will go to the point differential of both teams within their group. And when you compute it, lamang sa point differential ang Arellano, so they will ascend to 2nd place. So, kala natin safe yung 4-point lead, kahit by 3 manalo ang Arellano, sila ang magna-number 2.
So this is big for Mapua. Nadagdagan pa yung pressure, no?
Okay.
And they officially count it as a 3.
So it's a 3-pointer and a 2-point lead for Arellano. This is gonna be a battle until the very end, until the final buzzer. Now it's Mapua's turn to counter. Some ball pressure applied by the Chiefs. Here's Cuenco. Yam Concepcion. Escames is just setting at the corner for Mapua. EJ Sapasap has Libang on the switch. He picks it up. Ongotan commits. 8 to shoot. 6 to shoot. Sapasap will drive. Sapasap loses the rock. And Timac Ongotan completes the stop.
That's a big stop from Arellano. I was supposed to say na itong si Sapasap yung gumagawa ng plays for Mapua, but that time it was against Libang, who's a much lower guy compared to Sapasap, but did a great job containing him.
Timac against Concepcion. 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot. He needs to take it. Timac ran out of time. Crucial stop for the Mapua Cardinals. Timeout. Mapua Cardinals. We're back to our coverage. NCAA Season 101. Second to the final day of our classification round. And it's going down the wire. Arellano versus Mapua. Okay, para po mas madaliin yung padaliin natin ang sitwasyon. Mapua, if Mapua wins, Arellano third place.
Number 3, yes.
Okay. Arellano wins by 2 or 1 point. Arellano third pa rin. Mapua pangalawa. If Arellano wins by 3 or more, Mapua will go down to number 3.
Number 3.
Okay. That's according to our stats guy. So, again, it's based on their head-to-head. If they're tied on their head-to-head, points differential within their group, which Arellano has the advantage of.
Well, Martin, this is what's interesting. Of course, obviously Arellano knows about that situation.
Yeah.
They're up by 2 right now, and like what you said, if they win by 2, they're still at number 3. So
yeah.
what are they gonna do now? They obviously want that twice to beat advantage, that number 2 spot. They're only down by they're only up by 2 points right now. They still need 1 point for them to secure that number 2 spot.
Again, yun nga eh. I hope they know it. You know, I hope somebody has informed them, because this is for twice to beat in the quarterfinals.
And I'm sure Mapua knows it as well.
Alam
So
nila yan.
what if you're Mapua? You can just burn the clock,
That's true.
and you're already number 2.
So, a 2.5 second differential between the clocks. Okay, here's an option now for Arellano. If they don't get the ball back here, do they let Mapua score to force overtime to get more chances?
Well, if Mapua knows the situation, they're not even gonna score that.
That's true. And Arellano needs to foul. Oh, they steal it! T-Mac is trapped, and there is a foul. Mapua is in the penalty, and the Chiefs have a chance to seal the deal, and the twice to beat advantage at the free throw line.
That's just great defense coming from the Arellano Chiefs. Very disciplined defense, not fouling Yam Concepcion on the right side of the floor.
Pressure-packed free throws for T-Mac. No problem in the first. That's what, 1 foot in the door already for Arellano. Second shot to make it more convincing. Make or miss, Arellano needs to play D. T-Mac, perfect from the line. And it's a 4-point lead for the Arellano Chiefs. Mapua will call for time to execute a play in the final 11 seconds. All right, we're back to the coverage here. We're checking out the updated team standings here. Here's the situation. Arellano is just behind Mapua by a game. Okay, Mapua won the first matchup by 3 points. If Arellano wins this one by 4, sila na clearly yung makakakuha ng number 2 spot. If they win it by 3, we'll go to the points differential within their group. Arellano has the advantage on that. Therefore, he will ascend to number 2. So Mapua needs some points if they want to lock up number 2.
And that was the reason why itong Arellano was already up by 2, but they were pressuring. They were trying to force Mapua into a turnover, which they did.
Yeah.
And Team Makongotan was able to secure those free throws para makuha nila yung 4-point lead na kinakailangan nila to secure that number 2 spot.
11.3 seconds remaining. And Arellano still has a foul to give. So they're not yet in the penalty, so maybe they can foul halfway through this. But Mapua will trigger this one in. Oh, it's gonna be a full court inbound. Whoa. So substitution.
I think Coach Randy prefers na mas malawak yung
Okay,
floor.
yeah.
I think they're gonna attack right away and get that 2 points.
Here we go. Who will secure number 2? 11.3 seconds to decide. They put in Drex de los Reyes. Arellano has a foul to give. EJ sa pass up. Ilalabas. Gonzalez papasok. Here's the trigger by Concepcion. Escamis with the basketball. Escamis, 7 seconds, 5 seconds. Oh, there's a foul. That's a foul to give for Arellano. And Mapua will request for a review. Mapua is seeking for an unsportsmanlike foul. Ito, tignan natin. RJ. There's a case.
Well, the reason why Mapua is arguing that call is Geronimo wasn't even going for the ball. He
Yeah.
just pushed itong CS Camis.
Tulak. Okay, they just call it a push, just a regular foul. So Arellano is not yet in the penalty, but Mapua will still have one last chance here. They need a basket to secure number 2. Clint will do the inbound. Borromeo in front of him. They get it to Cuenco. Cuenco attacks. Cuenco! No! Concepcion, no! And Arellano secures the twice-to-beat advantage.
And that's just a big defensive stop coming from the Arellano Chiefs. That was a wide open lane for Cuenco. That's his shot. He's been doing that the entire season. But that time, very important stuff for Arellano. They delivered.
Wow. Season 101 is one of a kind. I think that's the first time in a game na nagmamatter, manalo-matalo, yung points differential, yung kino-consider natin, and we still needed a basket until the very end. Our best player of the game, the man who delivered in clutch moments for Arellano, especially at the free throw line, is T-Mac Ongotan across the board production.
But how about T-Mac Ongotan? Struggled almost the entire first half, but coming out alive during that crucial moment. Just no words for T-Mac Ongotan. What a game.
Whew. We need a few seconds to breathe. Let's listen to Arellano's school hymn. The final score is 62 to 58. Arellano safely ahead and safely secures that number 2 spot in Group A. Mga kapuso, we're not yet done. Only the beginning of our post-game coverage. Will return with our winning head coach.